Embarrassingly enough, I found out the other day that you do not absorb Sunny D through windows. So, like, I feel like I've been lied to my whole life right now because I've always believed that, oh, yeah, if I need, I can't go outside today and I need to get like some sunlight. I need to get that vitamin D, need to get that serotonin hit. I'll just I'll pull the curtains back. I'll open the window. Did I say, I said Sunny D. I said sun. I meant vitamin D. I meant listen. I've had a bit of a day. Past 2 days actually, if I'm being honest with you guys. The insomnia is hitting harder than ever, guys. And also, for audio listeners, we are not in our usual location. I know that. We are in fact shooting in my car once again. We're in the same spot as the last episode that we filmed. Where we were like, not the last episode, but the last episode that we filmed somewhere remote, I guess you could say. We're at the same spot. I'm kind of doing this as like this is a bit of an experiment, guys. It's a little bit of an experiment. We did, oh boy, imagine another bus came by. Sorry for audio listeners right now. Maybe you might hear some outside noises in this episode because we are in fact outside, even though I'm technically inside. And I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, oh hell yeah, dude, I can like get some vitamin D because I have like the windows here. You're surrounded by like the sun. The lighting's good for the episode too. The lighting's okay for the episode too. It's not perfect. It's not great though, but we're making do with what we got here, everybody. We didn't do the usual intro. We did a cold open. I almost said a clopen. That's something that you assign an employee that you don't like. Oh, we got helicopters. Do you guys hear that? That's, oh my god, the wavelength on Audacity right now as that helicopter. Imagine that helicopter's for me. And they're like, somebody's fucking podcasting in public. Get his ass. And they're gonna fucking put a big spotlight on my head. And they're gonna send me to jail. They're gonna send a bunch of like SWAT teams down. Like when you get 4 or 5 stars in GTA 5, they send the SWAT team down. They go, shh, they rappel down and they come and kill me on sight. They shoot the podcaster dead on sight. Yeah, this is my tiny little house. Episode number 8, I think. Are we on episode number 8 now? Are we finally on episode number 8? I hope so. Yeah. Oh, as of recording this, I think that means that we are 1 week away from the big announcement. Wait. So, hold on. Let me do the math here real quick. That means that by the time you guys are seeing this episode, if you're seeing... They didn't let me. It didn't let me. My own body, my own consciousness was like, no, send a coughing attack. He's not doing that stupid intro, not even bit. It's just like a stupid intro thing that he does where he says, well, I'm not going to say it again because I might cough, but you know what it is already. Well, and now you know what the announcement is. Yippee. I have to actually finish making some content for said announcement. So yeah, that's how this show works. I stagger the uploads. It's like the episode that you're seeing today, as of me recording this, goes up next week, so on and so forth. Like that's how this works. Oh wait, no, I said that wrong. The episode that you're seeing today was recorded last week, is what I meant to say. I'm putting my hat back on. My God. I gotta get my hair cut soon, guys. I think we're at that point. It's been a long time, and I don't know if I want that's a problem. I don't really know what I want right now. What do I want from my hair right now? Do I want it to be long again? Do I want it to be shorter? I don't know. I was thinking about growing it out again, but I'm also like, I don't know how much longer I'm going to have my hair for. Am I going to go bald? I have no idea. I feel like everybody tells me that I'm not going to go bald because I've had a very thick head of hair. But I feel like every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, is my hairline changing? Is it getting worse? I don't know. And by getting worse, I mean receding. You know what? Let's change the wording here a little bit. Let's be a little more accepting of the bald community here. You know, can't help it. Although there's all these like different things I've been reading about that you can do. That like there's like what's it called, like minasterol diet or something like that you can take. Mineral oil. I have no idea what it's called. I've been reading about it though, and I'm like, maybe that's where I'm going. Maybe that's where I'm headed, baby. Maybe that's where I'm headed. Well, anyways, It's a nice day today. I woke up at 2 a.m. Because actually the way that I woke up was very funny. I fell asleep watching Love on the Spectrum again, which I don't want to keep falling asleep watching that show. Like I actually want to get invested in it and actually like watch it. I fell asleep watching Love on the Spectrum, and I woke up, and for some reason the autoplay on my TV was like, "Oh, you know what's just like Love on the Spectrum? The fucking Wizard of Oz, apparently." Because I woke up and I was like, I woke up to the sound of the fucking Tin Man clanging himself with a fork or something. It's just like he's jerking himself off with a fork. Yeah, I woke up to the sound of the Tin Man jacking off in my bedroom. And it was like, I was like, oh my God, whoa. Only I can jack off in here, buddy. Yeah, that was a lovely little way to wake up. I'm waiting for the first person to pull up to the podcast right now. Maybe they'll become our new guest stars or something like that. Oh, I gotta tell you guys what happened. As I pulled in here and as I was setting up. This guy with his like two kids. I was like, I didn't want to like make it obvious that I was like setting up a podcasting studio in the back of my car. So I was like, I'll just wait in the front seat of my car for a little bit. They're like leaving the park that we're at right now, and I'm like, oh, okay, this works out just fine, you know. And one of his kids hit the side of my car with a stick, like he whacked it, and that was I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. I wasn't gonna get out and be like, hey, buddy, you're gonna have to pay for that. Make like a 5-year-old pay for car damage. Trick that kid into thinking he actually did some severe damage. You know what? Maybe I maybe I just missed out on my bag right there. Maybe I could have made some real money. I should have had him like, he whacks my car with the stick and then I'm like, ow, my arm! Ow, my arm! I'm injured! I should not be yelling that in a public space now, really, should I? Somebody's gonna come running over and be like, what the hell's going on? What the fuck? This guy's podcasting in the backseat of his car and they're gonna kill me. Everybody wants to kill me because I'm recording in public. Anyways. Usually, I'm not going to lie, I didn't feel like recording today. Like I said, I got up at 2 a.m. and couldn't fall back asleep. No matter what I did. I would lay awake in bed just like, oh my God, this is insufferable. I can't do this. Like, that's the thing with my insomnia. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think a lot of people don't actually understand insomnia and what it is. Insomnia is not like it's not like a thing where it's like, I just have really, really shitty sleep quality well, I mean, that's definitely part of it. I think a lot of people don't realize it's like sometimes you can't even like help it, Sometimes you take melatonin and the melatonin doesn't even work, man. I don't even know what did it for me last night because I took my melatonin and nothing happened for a while. Like I was like, oh my God, I'm not even getting drowsy. I don't even remember how I fell asleep last night. Maybe I was lulled to sleep by Love on the Spectrum. Anyways, I always wanted to do this thing called Word of the Day. I hate when cars drive by. It's pissing me off. Stop driving by on a main road. Get off my road. Get off of this road. I own this road now. I've been wanting to do like a Word of the Day type thing on this podcast. I was like, oh, this could be kind of fun. Like introduce a new thing, and maybe we somehow work it into the episode or something like that. And I'm on Merriam-Webster's website right now. We're going to see what is the word of the day. Hobbit. A hobbit is oh my God, it's literally the guys from Lord of the Rings. What the I feel like that doesn't count as like a word of the day. That's so stupid. What? Now, you know what? We're dropping the whole thing. Merriam-Webster, you just pissed me off. You've made an enemy here, buddy. Merriam and Webster, you've just made a goddamn enemy right here, okay? What do you mean hobbit is the word of the day? That's a fictional thing, okay? It's not real. I'm so mad about this. Show me okay, let's do Urban Dictionary. Oh, you know what? Let's do New York Times. What's New York Times? We have this one right here. We'll also do Urban Dictionary as well. Wait, where is it? Word of the day this is March 25th, 2025. Talisman. A trinket or piece of jewelry usually hung around the neck and thought to be a magical protection against evil or disease. I don't know if we're going to be able to work that into the episode in any capacity. Am I, maybe I'm the opposite of a talisman, which is, I thought talisman with like the name has man in it. I thought it was like a profession and not like an item or an object. I was like, oh, it's like, that's like a guy. That's a guy's job, is to be a talisman. What does a talisman do, you may ask? Well, beats me. I'm not one of them. I never will be. I'll just be a mediocre podcaster sitting in his car getting death threats and having his car getting whacked by sticks and stuff like that. That's what I'll always be. You know what? Maybe I need a talisman that protects me from that. Maybe we need a talisman. I need to wear a talisman that protects me from people wanting to kill me in public for recording stuff. And nobody's, for the record, nobody's ever like actually threatened to kill me, okay, for doing this. It's just, I get weird looks a lot of the time. Like, people are always like, I think it always just draws attention because, like, I don't live in Los Angeles. I don't live in like a place where people like, you see like, I'm going to say the I word. You don't see influencers, or the C word, content creators. It's a double C word, but you get what I mean. Word of the day is content creator for this podcast. We're going to do our own word of the day, actually. We'll come up with it by the end of the episode. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Nobody does it where I live. It's like, it's definitely a sight to see, but it's not a good sight. It's like I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good comparison of what it could, it's not a pretty sight. It's like seeing a car accident. You know what I mean? It's like nobody can, they can't look away, but what is it? Like, it's a horrible thing to look at, but you can't look away. Rubbernecking, isn't that what they call it when people, that's what causes all the traffic. Most of the traffic whenever there's a car accident is people just like stopping and looking at it. But I'm guilty of it too, man. If I saw like Logan Paul walking around my town, not that I am Logan Paul. I mean, we are in a forest, but no. Not that I am Logan Paul. In terms of fame levels, but like, if I saw somebody doing what Logan Paul does or so, I'd be staring at them, maybe giving them a little bit of like, what are you doing? Are you filming a prank video? That's the other thing, man. Prank channels, prank YouTubers have like ruined it for like, I think that's actually where a lot of this stems from. A lot of the animosity. Oh, wait a minute. This is totally where it stems from. We just figured it out. Oh my God. Prank YouTubers ruin everything. There is, I won't say his name. Actually, this makes so much sense now. They probably think I'm freaking him. Oh my God. There's a prank YouTuber that lives in my area. Like, he's not like, I think he's like 2 towns over from where I live. But I've seen him like make these videos and I'm like, oh my God, I recognize those locations. That is, I'm not saying the name of the guy. I'm never going to say the name of the guy. But I was just always like, I'm like, oh my God. This guy's going around places that I would be filming stuff, but not fucking with people. And he's making like prank videos. It's like, what the hell are you doing, man? Stop ruining it for everybody else. Stop ruining it for the daily vloggers. I just want to vlog myself going to the grocery store and having a good time. I want to vlog myself like I'm in a slice of life movie. And I'm just shopping at a grocery store where everything's way too expensive right now. Prank YouTubers are probably making everything so expensive. They're probably the reason why eggs are so expensive is all those little prank YouTubers are stockpiling all the eggs, and they're going to go out on mischief night this year on Halloween or the day before Halloween. And they're going to go egg people's houses. That's why the egg prices are so high. Prank YouTubers ruined it. Prank YouTubers ruined it for all of us. You know what? Prank YouTuber, that's the word of the day. No, I'm doing the Hobbit thing then, aren't I? I'm kind of doing the Hobbit thing at that point where it's like, oh, that doesn't count because it's like I feel like a word of the day has to be like a, it can't be like the name of like a fictional thing. You know what I mean? A Hobbit, that was just made up by some guy who wrote the books, which for the record, The Hobbit, very good book. The movie, the first one at the very least, I thought was okay. Lord of the Rings, good movie franchise. Good. I think I like almost all the Lord of the Rings movies, but I think I like the first one the best. They're a fun watch. Very good. Very fun to watch. Man. But I guess maybe that explains it all. Because I found this guy like a few months ago on the T app, as the TT app. It's TikTok. I can't even come up with. I'm trying to do all this I word, C word bullshit, and it's just not working. I saw this guy on TikTok, and I was like, why do all these places look fucking familiar? Then I'm like, this is why. I realized it's like, oh, this is why if I ever try to go out and film something in public, like I get funny looks or I get dirty looks. I've been kicked out of, not kicked out, but I've been told like, oh, you can't record here millions of times. And I feel like that wasn't always the case until like, it wasn't until the prank YouTubers took over and made everything insufferable. That's the other thing that I don't understand about these like prank YouTubers is that, that's the other thing that I don't understand about prank YouTubers is that they do realize that they're just uploading a huge digital footprint online of them. Like at this point, it's gotten to a point where they just like straight up harassing people in public, you know? And it's like, oh, I'm out of frame of the camera. Let me sink back down. And it's like you're putting that up online, and it's like an internet career isn't always forever. And at some point you might have to like, you know, I don't think you're going to be like 35, 40 years old filming prank videos in Dollar Tree. I don't think you're going to be fucking screaming in Dollar Tree, you know, and then having your buddy who's going to like grow up and become a professor or something like that at a prestigious college on the other side of the Dollar Tree screaming again. And then you're going to go home and do that for the next 50 years of your life, being a prank YouTuber. I took my hat off again. It's like, why are you filming yourself doing this shit? It's not even funny at this point. Like, what happened to the good old days of like classic pranks? You know what I mean? Like, give me like a whoopee cushion or something shit like that. Give me like a, I don't know, the little stick of gum that you pull and it shoots water at you or something like that. Come on, bring back the classic pranks. None of this Target employees with the fucking walkie-talkies bullshit. Stop doing it. Stop. And it's always like they're always harassing employees and then putting their faces online. Like, do you know how fucking awful that is? Being like trying to like work a retail job and some little fucking chucklehead comes along with his dumb haircut and his stupid clothes, and I'm talking about myself right now. He comes along and just fucking like starts fucking with you, puts your face on TikTok, and now a bunch of like 14-year-olds are like posting your image and stuff like that all over the place. I've seen it happen with so many of these employees at places, and I'm like, they don't deserve this shit. Get them off of here. What are you doing? And you're fucking with them. Stop doing it. Not funny, didn't laugh, and you're a loser. Anyways, it's coming from the guy who's sitting in his car right now recording a podcast. Can you guys even see the laptop? No. I like having the laptop in frame. I don't know. It makes me feel a little more official. It makes me feel like I'm Joe Rogan, except without any of the money or well, maybe on second thought, maybe it's good that I'm steering clear of that path. Oh, you know. Anyways, that was a rant that went on for way too long. Talisman. Oh, we wanted to see what the word of the day on Urban Dictionary was. Let's see. Do they still do that? Urban Dictionary used to do... Oh, we could learn new words today. That's another segment that I want to introduce to the podcast now, is like a learning aspect to the show. Word of the day. Oh, wait, no, this is the definition of word of the day on Urban Dictionary, so it's getting a little meta here. An annoying definition which sits on the front page for many days in a row. You know this website has become completely broken when the same definition is word of the day for more than... Wait, oh my god, we have... Oh, I forgot because it's Urban Dictionary. Anybody can submit a definition. So this is somebody else's definition of what word of the day is. Word of the day. Stupid fucking political shit which gets in the way when you're browsing to search a definition. Worst feature ever. Let's just go to the homepage, I guess. Ooh, that breeze felt nice. Holy shit! We have I don't think this is maybe this is the word of the day. Is the first thing that shows up the word of the day? The first thing that showed up was giggity. A word used to point out a phrase that could be turned into something sexual, similar to "that's what she said," originated from Glenn Quagmire on Family Guy, dude. And the quote is, "Me playing Terraria. Damn, this boss is so hard. My perverted sister, giggity." There you go. Who would have guessed we would have gotten a Family Guy one? Who would have guessed that it would have been what am I sitting on? That was so perfect. We got a fucking Family Guy word of the day on the car episode of this podcast. This is insane, dude. Putting on my devil horns. Now this is really going to get people to attack me. If they see a young man with some devil horns sitting in his car recording a podcast, they're really not going to like me then. They're going to be like, something's up with this fool. We have to kill him. He's the devil. He's literally the freaking devil. They're going to come. You're just going to see a big mob of people behind me. And there's going to be a bunch of pitchforks and torches and signs with my face on it because I was in a TikTok prank video. So they just have that readily available on the internet. Just, picketing for me. And they're going to come and they're going to send a bunch of 5-year-olds with sticks to hit my car. And I'm going to have to wear my talisman to protect myself from the angry mob that is forming around me as I record a podcast in my car. Oh, well, man, oh, man. Boy, oh, boy. I've been thinking about ways, like creative ways to fix my insomnia. Because at this point, I'm getting kind of desperate. I've been like, again, it's at least like once a month I go through a really bad bout of insomnia. It's usually lasts about, I would say like, I've said this before, 3 days to 2 nights. So it's like 2 nights, but it affects you during the day too, because you're really tired. You want to, what sound did my MacBook just make? Did my hard drive just explode? This thing is in direct sunlight. That's probably bad for it. Oh well. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm getting desperate to fix my insomnia. I'm going to try some new experimental methods. I'm thinking like, I came up with this idea last night. I'm like, one of the ways that I can potentially just like, the problem with my insomnia is that like my body wants to fall asleep and I get very weak and frail and I'm sitting in bed. My body really just gets tired is what it is. Oh, it's the sound of the freaking devil horns that are brushing against the top. You know what? I don't like it. I thought like my hard drive was crunching out or something. I was thinking like, if I just completely like physically exhaust myself. So what I'm going to do is when this podcast makes $1 million or something like that, some robust amount of money, robust, that's our word of the day. That's our word of the day. Robust. Use it in your day. You know what? I know what robust means. It means big, but like, let's say if you wanted to like use it, I'll give you guys the actual definition. Oh, but I should tell you guys the rest of what I was going to say. Like, I'm going to go and I'm going to hire somebody with the millions of dollars that I make off this podcast. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm just going to run on the elliptical for as long as I can until my body just completely gives out, which this might be completely dangerous, but at this point I'm desperate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire somebody to be standing there the entire time as I'm running to grab me when I fall down, grab me when I collapse so I don't like fall and hit my head. And then he's going to bring me to my car, drive me home, carry me into my bed, and tuck me in like a little baby. Like when you were a kid and you fell asleep in the car and then you woke up in your bed. Like, it's going to be like that all over again. Except, you know what? That would really help me sleep. You know what? Maybe we should fall asleep in the car. Let's see if we can do that. I don't really have space. Hang on. I always thought I had more space in the back of my car. I really don't. Why do I record a podcast back here? Let's see if I can just kind of do one of these. Okay. I'm stretching. There's a bunch of trash on the floor of my car. I haven't cleaned this car out. This car has not gotten any cleaner since the last time I recorded a video in here. Yeah. I'm gonna hire somebody when I make money. That's why. Well, oh, by the time you guys see this, the Patreon will be active. That's why you should sub to the Patreon so I can hire just a big dude to carry me to my bed so I can sleep good. Just nuzzled up in his big freaking sweaty arms because he's going to be at the gym too. He's probably going to work out a little bit too. And when he sees me nodding off on the elliptical, I'm like, and I faint and I start to fall down a little bit. He's going to grab me, hoist me up, bring me to my car and drive me home. What is this? Oh, he's going to carry me to bed too. And maybe leave me like a little milk and cookies at the nightstand. Look, I didn't even realize I did this. I put it. Oh, I have an idea. I'm going to put that in there. Let's see. It's a little cat pin that I stuck into my car seat. I don't even know when I did this. I didn't even realize it was there. Ow, I almost just poked my eye out with the pin, the needle. Let's, actually, I have an idea. Sorry, that was really loud. I just ripped the cover off the mic. I want to put this little cat guy into the mic arm, or the mic, not the mic arm. What is this thing called? The 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 fuzzy thing on my microphone, not the windscreen. I don't think this is a windscreen. Pop filter? Is this a pop filter? I don't know. It won't go in. It won't go in. Maybe it's a sign this is a real good. Maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe this thing belongs inside of the car seat. Let's do it. Oof! Oof! Ouch! I said oof. You're gonna go in there. Okay. Well, okay. Sorry, that was really loud again. We got really distracted there. I don't know. What are some other like good ways that I could like really creative ways? We had to get creative now with how to like cure my insomnia. Like there's drugs. I could do like Ambien or something like that, but it's like I don't want to be doing drugs and stuff like that. Like I want to be doing fun drugs that are like I'm awake for. If I'm going to be doing any drugs, I want to be awake for it. Oh, that brings me into my next point. That 100% brings me to my next point. So, and somebody in the comment section is going to be like, I'm going to get grilled for this. I bought these edibles online. I know. I bought these edibles online about a few months ago. Turns out they've expired about, no. I bought these in December, not 2 months ago. So it's almost April. So that's like 4 months ago. 4 months ago, I bought these edibles, and they expired 2 months ago, and I got them online. It is like a reputable brand, but it's also like you're buying edibles on the internet, and it was legal. I live in a state where it's legal. I think they might have fucked up the batch. I think that they mixed these things wrong or something like that. I think somehow methamphetamine has found its way into these edibles instead of any kind of THC or CBD, because that's what they're supposed to be, a mix of THC and CBD. No. That's not what these are. That is not what these are. These are genuine methamphetamine edibles, dude. Okay, so I bought these, right? And they were designed to like be just like edibles for like going to sleep, right? That's what they were. They're like, oh, take these. These are our sleepy time edibles. Yippee. But it's just weed. Like all weed to me is the same. I don't believe in the whole like, well, this strain is designed to make you go for runs, and then this strain is for like falling asleep. I don't believe in any of that. Weed is weed. Well, anyways, and so I take these edibles, right? And I need to stop taking them. I need to probably just fucking throw them out, because first of all, they are expired. But second of all, if I take them anytime close to when I want to go to bed, so like I have to take these things during the day, and I don't like being high during the day. I feel like I just, after a certain age, I'm like, I shouldn't be high, like while it's still light outside. I feel like weed is a very nighttime thing. You know, it's part of the ritual. I don't know. Just as an adult, because these edibles are like meth. They keep me up. Like I will be up. Like I will take one. I'll get high. I'll feel it. I'll play maybe some video games, maybe a little bit of Assassin's Creed Odyssey or something like that before bed, while watching Love on the Spectrum. And then I'm like, okay, time to go to bed. I'm feeling a little tired, feeling a little out of it, feeling a little high. And I'll wander on over to my bed, which is 2 feet away from my computer. And I will lay down, and like my body will go to sleep. My body will go to sleep. But my brain will not. Oh, do we got visitors? No, FedEx truck. My brain won't go to sleep though. Like my brain will just keep running throughout the night, and it like eventually, maybe I'll get like 1 or 2 hours of like the shittiest sleep quality imaginable, where it's like you're kind of like in and out of sleep. You know what I mean? It's like there's something about like falling asleep, normal like falling asleep. It's like saving in a video game or something like that. Whereas this feels like your hard drive is failing. That's what these edibles do to me. But my brain will just be running and running and running. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to sleep tonight. Like, and all because I wanted to get a little bit high, because I don't really like smoking weed anymore. It's a little like, it's not, you know, the older I get, I want to take care of my body. I want to, you know, do the right things. But yeah, no, I like these things. I think they have meth in them. I think these are the meth edibles. I'm going to start like, I'm actually like not even joking. I low-key kind of tweak off of these things. Like it's kind of crazy. It's, and like I feel like shit the next morning after I take them. Like I always feel bad the next day after I take them. Like I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to say it's like a hangover, because a hangover is like a very specific feeling. It's more of like it's like I don't even know how to explain it, man. I can't even put it to words. Oh my God, hang on a second. I got to respond to a text. Jesus Christ. Hey, baby, it's this podcast. You know how it is. You know how it always goes. At least one interruption. Something has to come up. You know what I mean? Something has to happen eventually. Well, anyways, like I was saying, though, meth in these edibles, I want to contact the company, even though I've eaten most of them at this point. And I don't know what it is. Like, I get the impression that maybe these edibles are, like, meant to be taken during the day if you want to be high during the day. But I'm just at an age where, I'm just at an age where, like, I don't like to be high during the day anymore. It's just something about it in my brain. I get down on myself. I'm like, man, I'm such a piece of shit for this. This is like a thing that you do. Like, it's not even 5 p.m. yet. What am I doing taking a gummy at 11 a.m.? I should be working. I should be out working in the fields. I should be out working, on an oil rig somewhere. I should be out, doing that instead. But what am I doing? No, I'm getting high and I'm playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey and watching Love on the Spectrum. No, I don't want to do that. It's not good for me. And the thing is, like, with these edibles, it's like, just save them for a special occasion. These things expired in 2 months for me owning them. It was like 2 months. Are you kidding me? I don't have 20 occasions in 2 months where I get to get high during the day. That's just not a thing where I am. Like, that's just not where I'm at in my life. I got work to do, baby. I got podcasts to record. I got streams to do. I got pit stains out the ass. Oh man, this shirt, I got a white t-shirt on underneath. This thing's cooked. Bro, this thing is cooked. Yeah, I can't be getting high during the day anymore. You know what? If you like getting high during the day, maybe you're a little bit younger than me. Maybe you're like in your like late teens, early 20s, you're in college. And, not that I condone it. I think it's a little more acceptable though. Not that I condone it. I don't condone the use of any like substance. I drink, I smoke weed, I do these things, but like, I'm not going to be like, hell yeah, brother, to, people doing it, especially if they're not of age to be doing it. I don't condone that. Anyways, and also do these things responsibly and don't do them too much. They're not good for you if you do them too much. Everything in moderation in life. That's the lesson of today's episode is everything in moderation in life. Moderation is good. Like being a mod on like a Twitch stream or something like that. Maybe do that instead of doing drugs and stuff. But only don't where the hell did my phone go? Oh, here it is. Don't do the not cool drugs. Do the cool drugs though. Like weed. And then that's about it. Some people say like shrooms are really good. I'm too afraid to take like any kind of what is it called? Like psychedelic? Is that what it's called? Psychoactive? No, psychoactive is what weed is. Psychedelic is what mushrooms and LSD are. Anyways. Yeah. I think, you know what, honestly, at this point with these gummies, I think I'm waiting for like a class action lawsuit to come out to be like, hey guys, in like 20 years, I'm going to get an email or something like that, or whatever kind of form of communication we're using in 20 years. That's just like, hey, we see that you bought these when you were 25 years old. Do you want $1 million, which isn't worth much in the economy anymore? This is like, they gave me like that's like $5 equivalent. I'm doing a class action lawsuit. I'm buying a product just to get the class action lawsuit, but by the time it happens, the money's not even going to be worth it. Well, I guess like class action lawsuits have to be adjusted for like, based on like when they happened, the compensation for it has to be adjusted based on how much time has gone by. Are class action lawsuits determined by any kind of inflation? Maybe that might be kind of important to know with how things are going. Well, anyways, that's the other thing though, is that I don't know if this is like, I've missed out on actually a few class action lawsuits, believe it or not. I'm really upset about it. I missed out on the Fortnite one, and the Fortnite one would have been really nice, really good, like not poetic justice, but like it would have been really nice to get the Fortnite one because I didn't really spend that much money in Fortnite. I only bought the battle pass during times when like me and my friends were playing. I don't think I've ever like bought a skin from like the Fortnite store. What's it called? The battle pass store? The Fortnite? I don't know. I've never bought like a skin. I've only ever bought like the battle pass. And that's back when like Fortnite was like more popular. And like, this was like 2018 when it was like new, I think is what I'm trying to say. Other than that, I never bought, like, I only ever bought the Skibbity toilet back bling. Because I didn't like the skin that much. That is like the one exception that I made where I'm like, okay, for the meme, I'll buy it, you know? Yeah, no, like I missed out on the Fortnite class action lawsuit. It was a class action lawsuit. What was the lawsuit for Fortnite? Was it class act? I have no idea. Anyways, maybe that's why I missed out on it. I didn't even know what it was. They were like, no, buddy. You used the wrong word. You get no Fortnite money. You get no. Imagine, holy shit. Could you imagine if, like, with the class action lawsuit, instead of giving you actual money, they gave you V-Bucks? Could you imagine the audacity that they would have? Hey, that's what we're recording this on. Imagine the audacity that they would have to, like, fucking give you V-Bucks instead of actual money. But like that, oh my God. You know what? That would have been a good bit. It would have been like, you know, hey guys, we don't have the money anymore and we're being sued. So here's the equivalent of the money that we owe you in V-Bucks. You get your V-Bucks back there, buddy. Now give us more money. That would have been honestly kind of a bold move. Also, for the record, though, maybe I should not be shit-talking Fortnite because I do, at some point in my life, I think it'd be very funny if they made a Fortnite skin of me. Very goofy looking. Maybe my back bling would be my car. And you see like a tiny version of me inside of it. My tiny little house. You see like a tiny version of me inside of it recording the podcast. That could be kind of fun. There's an idea there. I look so pale today. I look so gaunt. Gaunt. That's another word of the day we can use. Gaunt. There you go. We got robust and gaunt. Those are the 2 words of the day for my podcast. Look up what they mean. Oh, we were going to read robust, but I think most of you guys know what. You guys passed 5th grade. Strong and healthy, vigorous. Well, okay, that's like it means to like be rich in something, you know, and also it means to be like big. Sturdy. That's a good example of robust. It's sturdy, something sturdy. Somebody described one of my dogs as robust one time. That's actually how I got introduced to the word back then. I was like, what do you mean he's robust? What the hell does that mean? Robust? And then I had to look it up on Urban Dictionary. And then I got made fun of. Because the people on Urban Dictionary want to kill me. They also want to kill me. I should have cracked these windows a little bit more. It's getting hot in here. We're really putting it to the test here, though, because it's kind of warmer today outside, and we're going to really see, do people, like, get exhausted? Maybe that's how, oh my God, I figured out how I'm going to fall asleep during the summer. I'm going to die of heat exhaustion. Yippee! I was going to say I'm going to lock myself in my car until, like, I pass out from exhaustion, but I realized that, like, that just kills you, I think. Like, I don't think heat exhaustion, I think you just die from it, right? Like, well, I mean, oh, that's why we'll have, like, I'll hire the big guy, which is why you guys should subscribe to the Patreon so that I can hire a big guy to, like, wait outside of my car. And the minute he sees me, he just, like, opens the door, drags me up to my bedroom. It would be like reliving that when you were like a little kid and you fell asleep in the car. Dude, that's the key to it all. I need to fall asleep in a car, in the backseat of a car. Maybe on like a drive home. I'll hire a driver. I'll hire like a driver or something like that to take me around places. And I'll go. And then he's like, oh, well, he's asleep now. Time to take him home. We have a whole gaming PC set up in the backseat of his car with Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Love on the Spectrum. The only reason right now, by the way, that I'm playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey is because I do not have $70 to afford Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I want to play the game. It looks cool. It looks very fun. It looks like they put a lot of work into it. And from the trusted people that I watch on YouTube that review video games and do stuff like that, it seems to me like it's my type of game. I think I'm going to have fun with it. So I do want to get it. So that's the reason why you should sub to this Patreon. So I can buy Assassin's Creed Shadows, hire a big guy to pick me up and carry me to bed when I pass out, and hire a driver to drive me around so that I can do that. Yeah, that would be great. That would be so beneficial to my life. So that's really honestly what you guys are doing by subbing to the Patreon, is you guys are helping me cure my insomnia. You guys are helping me come up with new experimental ways to cure insomnia. I'm a scientist. I'm a lifesaver right now, okay? I am revolutionizing the world. I'm changing the world, okay? And if you're not supporting me, you're against me. That means you wish that the insomniacs of the world are forced to stay awake and endure the worst of it. I actually found out that my type of insomnia might not be called insomnia, but in fact, I was researching this a little bit because I have a lot of dreams where like I wake up and I think that I'm awake and I'm like, oh yeah, I go about my day. And I found out that those are called false awakenings. And also I have a lot of lucid dreams and, oh my God, what's the other one? Sleep paralysis. I get sleep paralysis a lot too. And I found out that it's called parasomnia. So it's like you technically do fall asleep, but your quality of sleep is so bad that like you have false awakenings, which are so fucking scary, by the way. Like having a false awakening and then all of a sudden you wake up in your bed for real and you're just like, oh, what? Oh my God, I was sleeping the whole time. It's terrifying. I really don't wish it on anybody. I really don't. Lucid dreams are kind of fun though, because once you realize you're dreaming, you could just go fuck around. You could just go cause problems. You can just go burn a building down if you want to. It's not happening in real life, so it's not like a big deal. It's like playing Minecraft in your own brain, in your own little playground. Actually, a very frequent dream that I have is oh my God, this one's kind of crazy. It's like I have a lot of reoccurring dreams too. This is the dream. Okay, not like the guy on Minecraft who did the bad things. This is like the dream talk podcast where I talk about my dreams and things that happen in them. One of my reoccurring dreams though is it's one where like I'll be at home, usually just chilling at home, and for some reason I haven't graduated college yet. It's like, oh, you're still working on your degree. You haven't graduated college yet. You're still working on it. And usually I'll be home like doing homework, working on it or something like that. And then this like some kind of a government official will come to my door and be like, we need to speak with you over something you said in middle school when you were like 15. And why would I be not 15 in middle school? 12 when you were in middle school and you said something edgy and offensive. And they're like, yeah, I'm with the department of like the department of like making people who said offensive things go to jail or something. It's always something like that. Like I'm getting in trouble for something that I did years ago that like you shouldn't really be going to like jail for, or having to be put on like some kind of like a list of like said bad word in middle school, put him on a list for the rest of his life. That's just kind of what Twitter is. So that usually happens. That's like a number one thing. And when I realize how ridiculous the situation is, that's when I become lucid and I'm like, oh, this is a dream. I'm not going to jail because I told Justin Bieber fans to die back in 2011 or some shit like that. I think, oh my God, wait, can I tell this story? I was like one of those people that like hated Justin Bieber back in like the early, the early 2010s, because that was just like the thing that you did. It was like if in Happy Wheels, if you weren't strong enough in Happy Wheels, you were like Justin Bieber strength. It was cool to hate Justin Bieber back then. And I remember I had like a throwaway YouTube account, and I don't condone doing this shit, but I was 12. And I might have been younger. I might have been like 11. I had like a throwaway YouTube channel, and I would comment on like Justin Bieber music videos and say like, I hope all Justin Bieber fans die. And then I would go to listen to like fucking Avenged Sevenfold or something. I was such a stereotypical like edgy like 12-year-old. It was so funny. And I remember I got like oh my God, wait a minute. I remember I got like a reply one time that was from like this mother, and she was like, my daughter's a just I feel kind of bad. I do feel bad about it now. I'm getting actually hot for real. We're going to crack this door a little bit. Just get some fresh air in here. Cause I'm laughing now. Holy shit. I remember I got like a reply from this mom, and she was like, my daughter is a Justin Bieber fan and you want my little girl to die? And I thought this is where the dream fucking stems from, dude. I remember I thought I was actually going to get in trouble for real. Like I thought that was going to actually like get me in trouble. We just figured out where it all stemmed from, guys. So don't send Justin Bieber fans death threats, even though I think the Beliebers sent death threats themselves to many a people over saying bad things about maybe I caused it. Maybe I was the cause of the Belieber death threats. Let's get like ooh, sorry, that was a loud slam of the door. Maybe I was the cause of that. Maybe I'm the one who made the Justin Bieber death threats happen. Or the Beliebers sending death threats to people. Maybe I'm the cause of it all because of that one comment that I left on a Justin Bieber music video back in 2011 because I wanted to be an edgy little kid. Damn, dude. That was a weird flow of content. That was a weird, like, bridge of how that thought process happened or how that came about. We were talking about how I can't sleep and how I found out that it's actually called parasomnia when you have, like, really shitty quality of dreams. Because lucid dreaming is not good for your brain, apparently. I think, like, if you're aware of the fact that you're asleep, it's like your brain starts to activate and it, like, fucks up your REM or something like that. I don't know. The only thing I know about REM is the band. That's about it. But yeah, that's what I found out, is that I caused Justin Bieber fans to send death threats. Pretty cool stuff right there. Man, this really is. Oh, you know what? You know what also fucked up my sleep last night, though? You know what? You know why I woke up? Not because the Tin Man was beating his cock in my room. I woke up because my tummy was hurting. And I realized something, that yesterday, the only meal that I had yesterday at all was, no, I had two meals. I had a bagel, and then I broke my rule. I have a rule, and if you guys don't know me personally, I'm a big fan of Van Holten's pickles in a bag. I love them so much. I had to refrain from eating them, though. They were really upsetting my stomach. They're very high in sodium. You don't need that much sodium. Because I found out that, like, one pickle in that bag, that is 7 fucking servings of pickle. And that's a lot of sodium. There's like 400 milligrams of sodium in one serving of this pickle. So I ate, however, let me do the math. It's like 400 milligrams of sodium times fucking 7. I know I could just do 4 times 7, but I suck at it. I had 2,800 grams of sodium yesterday. It's not including the sodium you also get from the bagel that I added peanut butter to. I wasn't feeling good yesterday either. Like, I don't know. I didn't have much of an appetite. And, but no, I couldn't resist getting a pickle yesterday. I was like, fuck it. I'm at Five Below. I have Cheez-Its, and I bought Cheez-Its and pickles, just one pickle. I got home. I just ate the whole pickle. Ate the entire thing. Just, pretty much all in one sitting too. So I woke up. And I wasn't supposed to do it. I broke a bad habit, or I broke the bad habit, and then I fell right back into the bad habit of buying pickles and eating them in one sitting. Because I can't control myself. It's like I see the bag, or I see the pickle in the bag, and I'm like, I need to finish it, though. It's like that part of your brain that's like, oh, you can't reseal the bag. I can, like, put a bag clip on it, but it's like, no, but that's like one pickle. That's one big thing. It's like, in my head, it's just not okay. It's not allowed. You have to finish your pickle. Good boys finish their pickle. What is it? Good boys deserve fudge always. No, well, that's bass clef. Every good boy deserves fudge. Good boys deserve fudge always. Yes, it is. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I went to a music school for a little bit, and I learned bass clef when I was there. Yeah, because I was the one of 2 bass players. Yeah, I'm special. I'm different. I'm not built like other people. I don't know. What do they say? I'm built different or something? I have no idea. What do people say these days? You never know. Oh, well. Oh, boy. We are getting kind of towards the end of the episode here. We got probably a solid 10 minutes left before we have to hop on over to the Patreon exclusive version of the show. Like I said, if you sub to the Patreon, or pay for the Patreon, sub to the Patreon. Yeah, if you sub to the Patreon, you get an extra 30 to 45 minutes per episode. Just a little bonus, just a little thank you for all the, for the support, along with getting bonus episodes every month. You get an extra 2 episodes every month, beginning and end of each month. You get an extra episode, which are 45 minutes in length. You already saw the announcement, though, so maybe this is all kind of fucking pointless. Anyways, you've already seen the announcement. You know what's up. Maybe you're already watching the Patreon. You're like, yes, I know. I already paid for this shit. Man, you're going to make me unsubscribe from the Patreon if you keep talking about the freaking Patreon, dude. Anyways, I got to go about the rest of my day. In fact, this was like the first thing that I did. Well, the first thing I did today was I washed my bed sheets, because I sweat a lot in my sleep now. I don't know if that's like a new thing. And if you know why I'm sweating a lot in my sleep, do not comment down below, please, because every time you mention that you're having some kind of like a weird new symptom, people are like, you're dying. Congratulations. Like, thanks WebMD, the person, for commenting that, putting that into my brain. But I sweat a lot in my sleep last night for the very brief amount of time that I was asleep last night. And I was like, you know what? I gotta wash these bed sheets. This is kind of gross. I know some people that like never wash their bed sheets, and I'm like, that is just fucking nasty. Like, that's, I don't know. I feel like you gotta at least wash your bed sheets at the bare minimum once a week. Like, bare minimum once a week. Do your comforter. This is the chores that you guys have to do for the day. Now I'm making you guys do chores on this podcast. If you're gonna be watching this podcast, you have to do chores. Go wash your bed sheets. Go wash your pillows. That one brought me into an interesting video that I saw again on TikTok when I was doom scrolling last night. I saw a video by this girl. She was talking about how like the reason why sometimes your quality of sleep goes down is your pillows get worse over time. And I never really thought about that because I usually get like the last time I got pillows like or bought like new pillows was about 3 years ago. I got them for Christmas. And they were like these kind of cheap Target pillows. But nonetheless, the new pillows nonetheless. And I've realized, like, I'm like, oh, wow, maybe the reason why I'm not sleeping good, maybe this would cure my insomnia. Maybe getting new pillows would help. You know, just, brand new pillows. There's that whole, like, stereotype about, like, boys and men and whatnot, about how they, like, never replace their pillows and they get all, like, yellow and gross and whatnot. I've seen that firsthand. I've seen people, I've gone over to people's houses before and I'm like, oh, you sleep on that? How's that thing smell, bro? You wash your pillows? Wash your pillows too. Don't just wash the pillowcase. Wash the pillows too. Keep your shit clean, man. Keep your shit clean. Stop living in a goddamn dungeon. Stop living in a freaking in a cellar, in a hobbit hole. There we go. We used it. Oh my god, we used the word. Although hobbits are probably pretty clean. Hobbits probably keep it pretty clean. They keep things nice and tidy, you know? I feel like they're a very clean group of individuals. And I think we might be getting at no, okay. They turned around. I thought we were about to get approached to be like, what are you doing here, punk? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of this parking lot that you're in. That's like, you know, parking lot, park. We could, oh, you know what? Oh my God. You know what? I'll tell this story on the Patreon episode or the Patreon version because we do have to kind of wrap it up here. But go buy new pillows. I was really thinking about it though. I'm like, that actually really does make a lot of sense that, whoa. That was a big Christmas tree somebody was hauling away. It really does make a lot of sense, though, that like your pillows get worse. They get flat over time. You know what? A pillow company should sponsor me. Who's that? No, that guy was a bad guy. I was going to say the My Pillow guy could be like my friend. But then I remembered. I was like, oh, he's like the meme pillow guy. Haha. And I remembered. Then I was like, oh, right. He's that guy. Uh-oh. We don't want My Pillow guy's pillows. We don't want this sponsorship with you. But a pillow company, yo, what's that? Like Purple Mattress. Hit me up. Yo, maybe Purple Mattress might be our answer. Purple Mattress, sponsor me. Sponsor this podcast, and I will be a happy, very happy little boy. I will be jumping with joy, very happy little boy. We're going to end the episode on a little rhyme. In due time. No, I stole that bar. I don't know what I stole that from. Lincoln Park, maybe? I don't remember. Oh, well, actually, so if you want to stick around, if you want to sub to the Patreon, you can find out why we were going to film in another location today, another remote location in the car, and why we had to go back to the original spot. You find that out in the Patreon version of the podcast, which should be starting very, very soon. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode. I appreciate it very, very much. I've been having fun doing this again. I think like, I think I kind of like faltered a little bit last week. I was like, maybe not. Maybe I got a little high energy last week. I'm a little more low energy though, but like I'm having fun doing this podcast. And I think that like, we're going strong. We're about to beat the record. We're about to beat the record of, we have to do 9 episodes so we can surpass the old podcast. So I think we're on episode 8 now. So episode 9 next week, we'll be neck and neck next week. And then, we just got to go from there. Just keep making episodes. I got to record the second Patreon exclusive episode not right after this, when I get home tonight. Well, yeah. Any last closing remarks? I hope you have what was the other word? It was robust. What was the other word? I don't remember. I hope you have a robust day. Make your day as robust as possible. Okay? Make your day as sturdy, as confident as possible. Wash your pillows, wash your bed sheets. Get me a sponsorship with Purple Mattress, not Sleep Mattress. It's not a thing. Purple Mattress or any mattress company, really. I'm not picky. I'll work with you as long as I like your product. And I will see you guys over on the Patreon. Or not, if you don't want to subscribe, then just bye-bye and see you next week. That's what I should say instead. See you next week. Bye-bye. Old YouTuber outro.